Good morning everybody from the Ugab Valley in northern Namibia, and behind me is a scene of quite astonishing beauty and grandeur, of a kind that is really quite breathtaking. If you come to northern Namibia, you have to come here. If you have the slightest interest in landscapes and landscape photography, this place is jaw-dropping. So we arrived here last night. We just stayed one night here, and we're moving on today further into Damaraland. We were treated to some quite spectacular conditions last night because the rain that we'd had in eastern Etosha followed us here. It started to rain literally just as we arrived, and you'll have seen some video of how we got to the Ugab Terrace Lodge where we're staying, which involved the scariest bit of driving you'll ever likely do in your life, but exhilarating nonetheless. So just to explain that the Ugab Valley is this huge, wide open valley, not as deep and impressive as the Fish River Canyon in southern Namibia, but with the same sort of grandeur because the width of this valley is enormous. And you can probably see behind me there are some mesas, flat top small hills that are studded away, and then in the far distance behind me you can see the Brandberg, Namibia's highest mountain, which looks like something out of Tolkien. I looked at it last night and I immediately thought of the Lonely Mountain from the Lord of the Rings. It's quite splendid. So we're heading that way today, down towards the Brandberg, so hopefully we'll have some more shots of that. But yes, the rain followed us yesterday, and it rained just as we were arriving. Then I went out for a walk around. There's a walking trail from the lodge here that goes up into the hills behind it, so that I could actually take some pictures of the position of this lodge in terms of the overall valley, because it sits on a kind of spur of a big ridge which then looks out over the valley beyond, and it's quite hard to photograph. It's one of those places that is so big you can just about do it in about a 5 or 6 shot panorama, but it's very hard for any single photograph to do this place justice. So we had some quite considerable rain yesterday evening. It rained again during the night, woke me up, and it's cleared this morning, but there's still quite a lot of cloud here. But apparently this rain was the first rain they've had in 6 months. The guy told us so. Very unusual for that to happen. But last night, just at around sunset, there was some amazing light, with some dark clouds coming in from the east and the sun setting in the west. So I'll throw up on screen one or two of the pictures from last night when the light was much more dramatic. It's quite flat today because of the rain. There's quite a lot of moisture in the air, and so off into the distance is quite hazy and not entirely clear, and the distances are so vast that it's very easy to struggle with the atmospherics of a shot from a long way away. But this place is very, very special, and I'm really glad that we came and stayed here. And today we'll move on. Today the plan is to visit Twyfelfontein and move into Damaraland, and then we'll swing south towards the Brandberg. So lots of driving to do today, quite a big distances to cover, so we need to get packed up and get on the road again.